All right, big news for South Africa's automotive industry. Chery, which is Chinese, and Nissan have struck a major deal for Nissan's Rosslyn plant. Yep, it's happening. It's switching hands. So Chery South Africa is actually acquiring Nissan's Rosslyn plant, which is where a lot of the Nissans that you guys drive on South African roads and in other countries in Africa actually come from, right? Now, the deal includes the land, the buildings, the facilities, literally everything that Nissan's got over there to make and produce cars is now going to be switched to hands and is being bought over by Chery South Africa. Now, this is not an immediate thing. They're still, signing things and crossing T's and dotting I's and all of those good things. And the deal is expected to be concluded in mid 2026. So, in a few months' time, this deal should be done, and Chery South Africa should start producing cars right here in South Africa. And I'm pretty sure they're not just going to produce cars for SA at the Rosslyn plant. It's going to be for other countries around Africa and in the broader world as well. So they haven't announced anything yet in terms of who they're going to be supplying with these vehicles, but I'm pretty damn sure it's going to be exports as well. Now, why this matters, right? Why this is important is because it creates jobs. One of the biggest things that South Africans have complained about since the Chinese have begun blessing us, depending on who you are, I see it as a good thing. I mean, it's competitive and it's actually made South Africans realize how affordable cars are and that cars don't need to cost the prices that German brands are charging us for cars. So it has been a blessing for us, and it actually has made the competition, which is Germany and Japan in a way, but mostly Germany, reconsider their pricing strategies. And I'll do a video on that, Mercedes Benz, and actually lower prices, which is brilliant for you, the consumer, right? So, what Chery is going to do is they're going to inherit most of Nissan's workforce. So, people are not going to lose jobs at the Rosslyn plant. It is a huge plant. So, for me, it's good to know that no one's going to lose their jobs. Also, going forward, it creates employment for South Africans. So it's not just Chinese brands coming into South Africa and just dumping vehicles, as some of you call it. It's actually a Chinese brand now leading the way and forging a new path into manufacturing in South Africa. So that's really, really brilliant. And it's going to have a knock-on effect for everyone, including local suppliers of parts, metal, this, that, and the other. And it's just a brilliant thing for the economy. So that's something to really celebrate. Now, Nissan's position on this entire thing is that they're not leaving SA. That's what they're saying. This whole statement has come from Nissan and not Chery. So don't panic. You're still in good hands if you own a Nissan. They're not leaving South Africa. They're going to continue selling vehicles. They're going to continue servicing, and they're going to continue to have their dealer operations continue as normal in the country. They also say that they've got new models coming in 2026, which is brilliant. That is good news. They've got the Nissan Tecton, which is an interesting car that's coming into SA in 2026, at least they say, and a new Nissan Patrol is coming into the country. Now, here's the bigger picture, right? The plant still continues, right? Rosslyn still continues to be an active automotive hub. And it just shows China's long-term commitment to South Africa and South African motoring, because sending cars over from China is one thing, and it doesn't show too much intent in terms of investing in the country and being here long-term. So that's a brilliant thing, especially for the consumer in terms of parts, this, that, and the other. And I'm actually interested to know whether or not this is going to affect pricing for the Chery brand, because as we know, Chinese brands are already coming in at a brilliant price and really undercutting the competition, the Germans, that is. So we may see Chery undercutting its own brothers and sisters and siblings from China, which is other Chinese brands, because they're now manufacturing here. And I truly and sincerely hope that Chery South Africa is not going to do what Mercedes-Benz South Africa has been doing to South Africans, which is the C-Class, right? The Mercedes-Benz C-Class that you guys know and love and buy is built right here in PE, in East London, right? They've got a plant over there where the C-Class is produced. They produce it right over there. And yet we're paying over R1 million for a C-Class. It doesn't make any sense, right? Greed. Now, this could be a win-win situation, right? Jobs being preserved, factories being kept alive. It's actually a huge plant in Rosslyn, and more competition in the local market. I think it's brilliant news. Let me know what you think and your thoughts are on this entire thing that's happening. And I will see you on the next video.